Hello, friends and fellow adventurers. Okay, we're back at the village here. I don't even remember where we're at with that. I feel like we had... Right, I got some sleep, didn't I? What time is it? 11:30 in the morning? Yes, we did. Okay, so we conquered some big things in this area, and I think I was at a point where I was deciding what to do next. Right, we finished one of the circles of power there. Did we do 2 out of 3, I think, of the circles of power? And then we had conquered the main baddie there. Now this thing here, we could go and do the battle arena. That's going to give us loot. I don't know that I necessarily need to at this point. That's kind of where I'm at with that one. I'm like, I could head over there. I don't know that there's any worth in doing it. Part of me wants to walk over into this region and see what this is all about. I'm kind of curious. And then part of me is also like, I'm going to probably end this series fairly soon because I'm ending actually a number of series at the moment. And part of it is just a value of time. My time, I spend a huge amount of time doing Let's Plays, and I've been able to, it's been awesome this past year. Wow, this gets really fragmented. What? And there's a whole desert region? Wow. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. There's so much to see in this game. I had not really looked that far over there because we, just kind of hadn't made our way that way yet. That is absolutely bonkers. I mean, we've done a few regions here, so... at any rate, yeah, so what I was getting at is, I don't know how much farther in I want to go, simply because my time. I've enjoyed the heck out of this game, and I think I'm at a point where I've seen the bulk of the stuff that, although I say that, and then I'm also like, this game is endless, so I don't know which way I'm going with that. So what I'm getting at is I'm trying to come to a decision, like which way do I want to go with it when I know... Oh, come on, please stop. I have a family. Leave me be. I don't think... Okay, let's take a look here. Now, I haven't seen that save point. Okay, I'm going to swim out to that. Now, we're going to... Oh, is that it? I lose my already. Wow. Okay. I don't know how long that... there we go. Let's go get this thing, and I'm going to go over to this other island. I think we're going to region hop. So... Yeah, I'm very torn. I really enjoy this game a lot, and I think it is one of the more underrated games and more maligned games. I think there's a few games that get dunked on, looking at, say, No Man's Sky launch, or looking at, which has recovered a huge amount due to updates and development and stuff. To me, the game, I actually have even less interest in it, but I really enjoyed the game when it came out. I thought... it did a lot of things really well that I really liked. And as the game got more multiplayer focused and more into a lot of the other, gadgets and doohickeys, it actually became less interesting to me. The exploration element I loved. And I think this game does the similar type of thing. I really love the exploration in this game. And I really like a lot of things it does. There are things that annoy me about this game. I think the region, like having your stuff reset in regions, to me isn't the worst. It's not that bad. There isn't, and it's not a pure reset. Our hit points are not going to be at 0. We're not completely starting from scratch. We have our buffs that we've earned in each region. As you clear a region, we're raising our levels, so we swim faster. We're, everything's up a little bit. Our climbing speed goes up, our sailing speed goes up. So you get a lot of little buffs. And also, as you get a wider variety of armor and weapons and stuff, some of that stuff does play a little bit across regions, so I felt more powerful every region I've gone into. So I think, but it's incremental, it's very small amounts, and I think that it's just so hard for people to, for people who played the alpha, which I did not, so I have no benchmark to complain about this game. For a lot of people, yeah, I can see why you'd not be happy with it. It's not the game you grew up with. It's not the game you got to know and love. The game changed. And I think the attempt was to make the game more accessible and make it for the better. But me coming to it with no foreknowledge, I'm quite happy with the game, and I've enjoyed the game a great deal. So, you know, what are you going to do? Now, in terms of like how far and deep you go into the game, that's a thing where I have found still in every region I'm learning something. Like every region I go, oh, and I've gotten to know the game a little bit more, more familiar terms, like knowing you can blow stuff up underwater and that there is, you know, hidden cave structures in some places. That was a revelation. That made me rethink all the previous regions. So even as I move forward, I'm almost pushed to move backwards as well. And the kinds of resources you have access to in each region and things like that, very intriguing. Like it changes all the creatures and critters, and it's a much deeper game than I think it's maybe treated as. There's a lot of depth to this game. It is still in many ways very superficial though, the inability to build anything or do anything substantive. Like you're not building a house, you're not finding a home to make your own, those kinds of things. See, like all these things: increased swimming speed, use less stamina, hang gliding, sailing, riding. So as soon as we get our tools of the trade, we're going to be way more powerful than we previously were. So, okay, so let's now go. We'll go find some stuff. So pretty much everything is a bump at this point in this region. Yeah, okay. And then we can go next region. I guess let's assume that our best stuff was up here. So the legendary stuff. See, that ring is good. Okay, and then we'll go back up here. Okay, so, you know, that armor is better. Take that. Okay. Then we'll go back up to the top. This one would give me less crit, but better regen. So, you know, I might... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I want that. Okay, look at that longsword. I'll take it. Okay, and then we'll go back up to the top. Keep trying. So as we go into the regions, I definitely notice like much better things. That everything does play better. Like these high power things, some of them do have some ability. You know, so we're already at 227 hit points. And, you know, we're not that powerful, but we'll get powerful a lot quicker than we did on the first few regions. So, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. Okay, so that ring, haste 0.4, regen 0.7, 0.3, 0.3. Okay, I don't know if that ring was haste 0.2, regen 0.3. I don't know that any of these things are necessarily much better, so let's stop with those. Now, I have no idea what this region is going to hold for us, so let's find out. It's not going to be good. That's a feeling I have. This seems like a harsh region. Is there much going on here? I don't know. So yeah, as I was rambling on about, I think the lack of kind of you know, you can't build, you can't settle, you're roaming forever. That could be you know, offsetting. There's things that feel like they're almost missing in the game. So I think it's okay. So we found out about something. I don't know. Okay, so, well, there's something on our map probably. Okay. Oh wow, there's the hang glider. Oh boy. Like, I don't want to have to eat lava to get that. All right, we're gonna have to do it. There we go. Yeah, we got the hang glider already. Okay. Oh, the crown. Okay, so we then learned a little bit of lore. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see if we can... What's our best route out of this hot mess? I'm thinking, actually... Yeah, those guys should really get out of the lava. That's maybe a bad choice. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to just try to sail over there and then hope I can hop out. Okay, that's... Oh, I definitely died. But I now have the parasail, so I got what I needed from that one. Okay, cool. Let us let's think about this. So where's my other closest? You know what I'm going to do then? Because that was quite a ways, and I don't want to have to go so far. So why don't we pop over here? And then what I'm going to do is sail over to... Yeah, we're going to sail straight ahead there. I think there might be a save point or something right on the brink, on the border. And then that might allow us to do something. So at any rate, yeah, I think there's the idea of your long-term play. And, oh, look, there's some mines that were, those mines of Durham. So we now know, oh, wow, this region, oh, that's in another region. Okay, so we know about this thing in the other region. Oh my gosh, so what does that have? Increases riding speed. There's just so many things. Yeah, I think the lack of ability to settle down and to maybe put into any meaningful things, like what do you do with your money? You know, you can see in the long run, like how the... oh, I kind of glitched into that. A game like The Witcher tried to deal with that by... the DLC where you could kind of upgrade, you know, fix up a house and have a place to settle, and they tried to kind of bring that narrative to a close. But it's funny when you're sailing and yet you get your hang glider in the new region, it kind of reset. That was weird. Yeah, the idea of having a kind of endpoint, I guess, is what I'm getting at. This game does not feel like it has any kind of like ending or endpoint. And so your purpose at a certain point is purely exploratory and purely for the sake of itself, which I think is fine in terms of the amount of hours you can get out of it. Like, you can play this game as long or as little as you want, and you're going to get a ton out of this game. Like, I've not grown bored of it yet. I still find amazing things in it. So, it's yeah, it's a weird one. Okay, oh, hello there. Okay, I feel like the other people will have some stuff to tell me, though. No, they don't have anything? I feel like they were going to tell me something. Okay, perhaps they do not. So there's a village, that's good. So it's not so far to swim, which is kind of nice. And again, with our swimming speed being slightly faster than it was previously, like 10% makes a difference. Or, you know, we add up of several 10%. Very quickly, we'll be swimming like a champ. The one element I also wanted to hit on with this game is that it's a pretty game. It's really nice. It looks great. Like, I love the aesthetic of this game. That's what I waited to play this game, because of this aesthetic, because of the look. I like the voxely look, and I love what it does with it. You know, it's not... Being unable to build or do anything constructive in the game is kind of weird, but that's not the game it is, and that's okay. So, like, tempering my expectations there, you know, oh, there's a boat over here. This is fantastic. This region's turning out better than I hoped already. Oh my gosh, hey buddy. Save journey. So I'm curious to see what is my main thing going to be in this region. Okay. Okay, he just likes my stuff. Cool. Yeah, I think that lack of building things and that lack of objective in the end, to me, makes the game really open and very fun, but it also makes it it kind of is aimless in some ways, and that's always kind of hard. Okay, a supplier gnome is having some issues. Nice. We will go and deal with that. So yeah, again, the idea of how we propel through a region. Like this region feels like it would be a really quick region that we've already found 2 things. I mean, sometimes it takes me like how many episodes to find 1 thing. So there's just so much cool stuff. All these characters, the uniqueness of so many of the characters that we run into. The idea that there's just so many secrets. There's so much stuff that's kind of samey that I can sometimes go, oh, like there's another one of these. But then you'll be struck with a whole pile of like difference. And then you go, wow, this game is like, it's wild. Like how many very different things it has going on in it. Oh, we can't get that? Okay. Let's check out our armor here. I am not threatening you with a weapon. Okay, we'll buy it. Let's buy it and we'll buy it. Okay. So we'll go and put those on. Oh, and those are not better than what I currently have. So I'm already up 1 armor level, so that's good. Let's go check out the weapon shop. We got the investigation shop. Where's my weapon shop at? There's the inn. And it should be around here. I could look on my map. That is too easy. I don't need to sleep yet. Hello there. What do you got going on? Okay, I need to go resolve some stuff, I think, first. I talked to you already, didn't I? Okay, we'll figure out what they want later. Again, I do find the text is way too small. I could probably reset it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know if I can because I've never bothered. I've just moved. I was like, eh. And that's how little the plot to me has mattered in this game, which that in and of itself is problematic, I think. That a lot of the story is kind of incidental, but there is a lot of story, and the regions do have their own unique things, like the idea that, oh my gosh, I think we know where most of the main things are now. This is really quick, this region. The idea that you can, where is, oh, the weapon shop's over there, okay. Oh, what was I in the middle of? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, there's so many things that are samey, but there's so many things that are different, and there's so many, different possibilities in each region. I continually keep seeing different things, and I'm continually kind of surprised by that. Different animals, different critters, different biomes. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Like, you'll see, like, one region will have a mana pump narrative, or the witches are doing stuff, and there is a kind of coherency to those things. Yeah, see these? I'm going to sell that armor. It does me no good. And this stuff is weaker than what I have. So already we're kind of ahead in this region in terms of the availability of stuff. Okay, so now let's go and figure out where we want to go next. So, there we go. So it's way over here. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a graveyard. There's a parasail over here. What? Did I open up the sailing? Oh, I did. I went into a different region. Oh my gosh. Didn't I? Yes, I did. I did go into the other region. I've got the boat of that. Okay, that was confusing. These regions are so close together. Right, okay, so I actually want to be in this one here. Huh, bummer. Alright, I think I'm going to actually stay in the one I'm in now, because there's cool things here. So I will, I think, go here and make my way over. I'll take the boat of the hang glider any day in these regions. Oh, these water regions are a nightmare. Alright, let's go and get that, and then we can, then we'll see what we can do. Coming at you, Sanyon Ocean. And our sailing speed is quite nice now, so that's also good. So at any rate, yeah, I've been kind of reviewing this game, I think, continually as I've played it, and as I'm continually delighted by chunks of what it's doing. I really like so much of what it's doing. I think is super underrated. And I do feel like it's a game that's going to get a kind of resurgence at some point. The toxicity of attitude towards it, I think, was unwarranted. And if people were upset about, Wole not following through with the promise, Wole was very clear about having some, I believe some mental health issues or some, health issues in general. After working on the game so hard, I think there was a lot of cruelty in the player base. I like just downright think the player base was not just the player base was mean in a way that I think is unfortunate about the hobby of gaming sometimes. I think it's what gives gaming a bad name. I feel like it might not be the game that everybody wanted, but I don't know why everybody wants to beat up on developers sometimes and people that are just trying to make games. I don't, this idea that the developers just being, I think, a husband and wife team essentially are trying to make like a giant bag of cash and like rip everyone off. I mean, it's such a ridiculous narrative. Nobody goes into making games to get rich. I think a lot of game developers, they do the thing they love, and if they end up doing okay at it, that's great. I mean, go look at the career of somebody like Jeff Minter, who's been working his rear off forever, and he's not a rich man. It's not a thing you're going to, I think he's like, if he can retire and at all, that's fantastic. Like, it's not nobody's ripping everybody off and making a bag of cash. It's you're working for years with no pay, and then hopefully recouping even on that, and then being able to build your next game. So imagine having 4 years without employment, and this isn't a game you build in your free time. This is way too big to be doing that. So it's really the lack of understanding sympathy even, or empathy towards developers, I find dispiriting. That's one thing that really turns me off about gaming in general, is those kinds of attitudes. So that's the one thing I've found hurtful in a way, that it's like disappointing that people are like that, when I think there's no need to be. I think if we could have encouraged the developer, if you don't like it, then let the developer know, hey, here's what I think is great, here's what I think isn't great. But don't come at it with the assumption that they're ripping you off and taking your money and you have the right to now hurl abuse at them. Particularly when you're punching down. You're hurting somebody who already has some issues. We should be working to encourage people and to make these things better. It serves no function to be cruel. So at any rate, I don't know. I found that one a little hard to take in. It seems like there's a cave underneath this thing. I would just love to see anybody who gives this game a terrible review. I'd love to see what they would come up with as a game designer. Like, I just think there's a complete lack of appreciation or understanding in terms of not just the amount of work, but dedication and everything that goes into this. And I don't know, it just doesn't feel great. Now, is there anything hiding here? Doesn't seem like it. It seems like this is just a heinous mana pump that we're gonna have to come and wipe out. Okay, so I don't think there's any goodies floating around. So we know about that. Let's continue. Oh, okay, we'll go over here, I guess. This seems like either somebody's house or a graveyard or something. These island ones are the weirdest. They have the strangest layouts. But yeah, anyway, that's if I were to come to a conclusion, I think at the end of this thing, that would be a lot of what my feeling would be. Hey, you over there, I need your help. Okay, what does he need help with? I don't follow. Who's the bad guy here? Or is there just a key somewhere? Oh, I see. Over here. Okay, yeah, see, I'm going to get destroyed, I think, on this one. My regen's pretty weak. Oh yeah, I'm going to get decimated. One hit. Right? We won't be going back there. Let's go this way. Okay, yeah, that's good. We'll go that way, and we'll work over here. Yeah, I think I don't know. At any rate, it's one of those things where I do feel like this game could have a great modding scene. It could have it's just such a great you feel like you could build off of this and do a lot of cool things. And I think focusing on encouraging that and maybe being a little bit more positive about what was actually created. And this idea that a developer has to make a thing that's exactly what you want it to be is utterly ridiculous. Either you like the game or you don't, but just because you don't like it, it's not like, if it's not, you feel like it wasn't tailor-made for you, it doesn't mean it's a bad game. It doesn't mean it's like, you should hate on the developer or whatever. It's just like, sometimes the game's not for you. There's plenty of games I've played where I'm like, this is not for me. That's okay. Doesn't mean it's a bad game. Just means it's not my kind of game. Again, there's lots I like, lots I don't like about this. Not, there's not a lot I don't like. There's a few things I don't like, but I wouldn't say there's a lot I don't like. Okay, that's not bad. I do feel like the elephant's doing a lot of the work here. Okay. I don't know what I had to do to free... Okay, so there's more going on here for sure. That's okay, we're gonna get wiped out a bunch of times, I think. Are these still all worth... Yeah, they're all like 400. Wow. Okay, well, we'll take out one or two, and then we'll see. Oh, 4,000! Oh, yeah, this is laughable. Okay, this is not for me, then. Yeah, no. Okay, well, that's fine. This Greybeard's a bit tough. That's fine. That's cool. Yeah, we'll be back for you, buddy. Or whoever it is, or whatever it is we're doing there. Okay, we can't get that thing, because there's no way I'm going to be able to... Well, I might be able to climb up, but I don't know that I'm going to want to. Let's see here. What else do we have? Okay, so we're going to go that way. I think. Yeah, because really the stuff is in here that we know about. Actually, there we go. We'll go towards that. That's a nice big area. We can get some resources and do some things. Yeah, I definitely wish there was, I think, more... Instead of just kind of beating this game into the ground, I think it is such a fantastically rich framework to bolt other things onto and to work with. The game runs really nicely. Like I admire a lot of what the game does. It's a smooth game. It's an older game. You'd expect that this might be kind of clunky or whatever, but I think it's an elegant design. I really like the look of everything. It does so much so well. At any rate, I think other than thinking about how underrated in many ways it is, or how unfairly maligned it is, have I enjoyed my time with it? And I think there's an unqualified yes. I very much enjoyed my time with this game. So I think in terms of just giving it a positive review or outlook on just my sheer gameplay itself, I think I've very much enjoyed my time with it. I think again, it's taken me time to figure out what exactly it's doing as a game. It's taken me time to fully appreciate its whole perspective, how I should play it, its approach, all that. But once I have, I very much have enjoyed it. I've liked learning. I've liked failing a lot. Because I do feel like this game, I've failed more in this game than a lot of games. Like it is a hard start. I was questioning at the beginning. I was like, am I playing the right game? But I do feel like it's become a lot more straightforward as we've gone on. Okay, let's... they're evil. And they're evil and they're powerful, so we'll stay clear of them. We'll come up here and see what's up here. Oh, another book of lore. Okay. So we're learning a lot about magic and stuff in this region. There is probably something here. The elephant just scared the bejeebers out of me. Oh, and alright. That's good. So let's head off and we'll continue our sailing here. I'm kind of doing an extra long episode just because I do feel like I'm gonna, you know, I'm very torn because there's a big chunk of me that is wanting to continue playing this game, and I probably will on and off for fun. In terms of my time though, I think I'm gonna stop the series just because it's I have way too many series going and I can't really continue. Again, as life kind of gets busier and there's other stuff happening, I can't keep up with the recording pace and recording and rendering and uploading and all that. It all adds up and consumes a huge amount of time. So I've enjoyed being able to play this many games at once. I would say I know I would hit burnout if I continued doing this pace. So that's why I just won't. So before I come to start hating playing games, I'm just gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down and deal with it at a lot more of a manageable. No, I can't take any more of those. Let's check out these shops and see if there is anything good here. What do we have? Oh, the weapon shop was way back there, and the armory's over here. Okay. See if they've got anything good going on. Yeah, there is. Yeah, I think there's a lot of tediousness in this game. Okay, is this armor? See, like that stuff is the health points is better. I'll take it, and then we'll throw that on because it's gonna give me a little bit. Let's go check out the weapons. Yeah, I think if in terms of the overall, and I could see that being part of what bothered people about the reset of your overall leveling in between. I think people felt like they probably worked so hard on their levels, and then to have them reset, it just felt like, ugh, like I don't want to go through all of that to get up again. You felt such a sense of accomplishment, and then to have that taken away, it felt like somebody was taking your sense of accomplishment away from you. So I get how some people got a little frustrated or annoyed with that. I think the reaction, I think, was overdone, but I do get the general idea of why there would have been a reaction. I do view it akin to having teenagers, though. Sometimes the reaction is not necessarily in proportion to the event, and I feel like games have that a bit. Which room is... I keep feeling like I'm looking at the wrong thing here. Oh, the sign is buried in it. Oh, that's funny. I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay, oh well, both of these are improvements. So this one is an 18 HP improvement. That's a longsword, and this one is also a longsword. 28. Well, this one is way better. Okay, well, we'll take that. So now we've got a level 1 on both. See, overall, we're a level 10. So, I mean, we have continued to overall level up. I don't know if that affects our base at all. And you can see our positive modifiers on things where we've got, like a riding speed of 117, hang gliding of 119, sailing speed of 127. I don't know how exactly the modifiers stack and all of that. There's definitely lots I do not get about this game. I don't really care. I think that's the other thing. It's not that it's bad. It's I don't really care. I'm just kind of having fun going around doing my thing. I feel like if I talk to more people in this village, I'll find out more. Let's go see if anybody else is here. Yeah, I'm kind of doing an extra long episode just because I do want to... I wanted to spend some time in this region, and also just to fully... I didn't really think it out too much before I started the episode. I did have a sense that this would probably be one of the last episodes I do, just because I was like, I got a lot going on, and I need to trim down. So, but I think while I'm here, I might as well do a nice long episode, and that way I have time to fully articulate all my thoughts as much as possible about the game, as this will kind of stand as my sort of thoughts and review. And if there was a desire in the future, oh no, those aren't friendly people. I don't want to hang out with them. I wouldn't be opposed to coming back to the game. That's the other thing. Okay, oh wow. Wow, okay. They didn't like me. They weren't fans. Let's see here. Where am I trying to go to? Okay, I would like to go this way. So maybe I will actually... where do I, like, what's the best strategy? I guess I could go over to here. That's where I was killed. That's the closest thing, really. Ooh. Okay, I might go this way then. Make our way over. How about we do that? We got another boat ride to chat over. That's alright. Thank goodness we had the boat. I don't think I would do this region if I didn't have the boat. It would be just too... I'm realizing now, I'm like, oh boy, swimming from point to point in this region would kill you. Yeah, I wish there was more room for a broader variety of games that could all succeed a little bit better. I do get the sense that there's a kind of... I don't want to say a monoculture, you know, like there's more variety of games than ever before. But there is always, like, I don't know, there's, maybe, again, it's just expectations on certain things. I'm not sure what I'm trying to articulate with that. It's just the, it's funny to see a game, in a space in gaming where a game like this can't have its own, find its audience and succeed. That strikes me as odd. It seems like there should be enough room in games for this game to exist and enjoy some success. I think that's what I find kind of weird. I think I've been playing games for a very long time. I definitely took a break on games through my younger years as I got working and stuff. I had way less time for it. But I mean, I've been gaming since like the early 80s. And I'm still somewhat surprised by the toxicity in playing gaming. I'm surprised by some of the attitudes in gaming, and I just kind of have to wrap them up for being somewhat of a maturity thing, maybe. I don't know. Looks like we got ourselves the bell. That's good. Okay, so the spirit world awaits you. We found out about this tomb. Okay, oh, can I get some? Yeah, we can gobble up some apples here. And that's it. That's all the apples we can get. Let's talk to these friends over here. Okay, we found out about another thing. Okay. That seems like that might have been about one of the... So mana pump doesn't have a... It's a hard thing, but we didn't find out about actual lore or loot. I feel like we might have found out about something in an adjacent region. The Scepter, the Cult... Scepter of Akon. Okay, so we did find out about another thing. So what blows me away is the number of things you find out about. Oh, see, that's the crown. Alright, well, who knows? I don't. That's alright. Okay, were these the same people I was just talking to? No, that isn't. This is a new crew. Hey, what do you guys know? Okay. Alright, cool. Okay, let's sail over to this rock and see what's going on. Yeah, and I think the seeing the developers kind of get bullied off the internet, because I can't, like, why on earth would the developers come back at this point, given the abusiveness of the player base, which I find frustrating because there won't be any additions or changes or anything to the game when you do that. Like, the game's dead if you do that. That's another weird sort of defeating prophecy that's been created. Like, you're definitely ensuring the game is dead when you do that. Because why? Well, okay, hold on. Let's see. Where are we trying to go? Okay, so we do want to go that way. All right. Yeah, that's kind of a frustrating thing, I feel like. It's, I wish this game had been given a little bit more space, and the developer could have then made, even looked at the idea of doing, like, having an alpha mode that you could just play. Presumably the game was at a very finished state, so I don't know how hard that is to implement. It's like a Game Plus kind of thing. I don't know. But by bullying a developer and, kind of dogpiling on them, I don't feel like that lent itself to that ever happening. I think I could, if people think the developer ran away, I think the developer just went, I can't cope with this abuse. And I have to assume, given the amount of abuse that happened online, that I can imagine them getting hate mail, and I can imagine some of it spilling over into the real world. These things it's just so toxic. So it's, yeah, that whole mess. It's frustrating because it just killed it for everybody, and I think a thing that could have potentially had some seen some more love, I think will not because of that. So it kind of, yeah, became a negative self-fulfilling thing. It's like the game stinks, developer ran away. Developer doesn't want anything to do with this game. Developer stole the money. Also, we verbally abused the developer, and we'll continue to crush on them if they come within 100 miles of the known universe. So, like, those two things, they might be related. Like, as a developer, if I did put up with the amount of abuse that is out there, I don't think it's a thing that they should just be have to accept. No one should have to show up for work and deal with a huge amount of abuse. That's not a thing. Can I not? Oh, I need the harp. I don't need the spirit bell for this. Well. Okay, so that's out off limits to us for the moment, so let's continue this way. There could be something here we just don't know about yet. Whatever. We'll find out in the long run. It's just more of the save points I get set up, then the easier it'll be for us to bounce around between these points once we learn all the things. I feel like this region would wrap up really fast. Once you get going, it seems that way. Because then when we die, we don't end up going back so far. So I think, yeah, that anyway. I would hope that there's lessons to be learned from these experiences, from seeing the way these games get launched and the way the reactions and stuff. I might be off base. This game, maybe this is the worst game ever made. I have no idea. If it is, well, I obviously have terrible taste in games then, because I like this game. Yeah, even in its current form. I mean, again, I can see what people's complaint is. Clearly, the developer thought different and had a plan as to why this would be a good game, why this would fix certain things. I would love to know more about it. I'd love to hear more from the developer, even. That's not going to happen, because again, if you're the developer, you're not going to put your face in public and deal with the potential onslaught of abuse that's going to come at you. So it's kind of catch-22. We want to fix. We want more. Also, go into protective custody, because if you come out, so that's a horrible contradiction we ask people to deal with. Yeah, outside of what's interesting is that this also is not a AAA game. So I find the reaction to this not very. I don't know. Again, I don't know if the hype built up too high and people's expectations were too high or what. But the idea that, oh, this is good. We've got ogres just pummeling each other. So how powerful are they? They're not the worst. Guess we're gonna have to go and take that on. wow, wow. Okay. That didn't take much. So we might not be prepared for them, is the feeling I'm getting. They seemed rather angry, so I think we'll... yeah, that's a little bit too far. I don't want to keep going back and forth, so I think we'll continue on actually over... Oh, well, let's go over to this point. This is closer. We haven't set this one yet. And maybe head over to the... pick up the flying machine. I love the clouds. I really like the landscapes. That you get a wonderful sense of depth. Like design-wise, I think there's such great designs. I think the character designs are wonderful in this game. Did I actually... I make sure I... Yeah. Okay, if you walk away too soon, it doesn't set them. Okay, now we can go. Yeah, I think the whole design, like all the creatures, the armor, the weapons, the environments, to me are all fantastic. I've really, really enjoyed the overall style of the game. That to me is... The music's great. The music does its job, I think. It's gentle. It's lulling. It's kind of like it hits at the right points. It's not... doesn't define the game for me, but it's also... I'm just like, yeah, it's good. It does perfectly fine. The art style, though, to me is knocks it out of the park. It's such wonderful art design. Like the elephant is such an elephant. You know, look at all the defining bits we have of the weapons and the medals and medallions, all that. You do have a very individual sense of style with all these things. So I really love it. I think that's perhaps my most favorite element. But the thing that kind of keeps me coming back, and then when you see the variability of things based on the art style, like how you continually get, you get a new thing, and it's just, you think, oh, I've seen all the different styles of stuff, and then you get something that's totally different. You're like, oh my gosh, this is not at all what what I've seen in the other region. That whole thing is fantastic. Okay, is there somebody in here, or what's the deal in here? No? Oh no, okay, there was just a thing, that's all. Okay, I got the thing and we're done. Alright, so what is... we got one thing there. So there's a thing over here. And there's a grove over there. Okay, so we'll head over that way. Yeah, I think I would have loved to have seen this game, like a game like this getting ported to Switch or something. I'm assuming this game would run nicely on Switch. Like it seemed, I don't know. Again, I don't, it's hard to say how well this game would port. I have no idea, but it runs so nicely on PC. I mean, my older graphics card, it ran the same. It's just, seems like a fairly well optimized game. I don't know that that's true, but it seems like it is. So I would love to have seen it get I think if it got on another platform, it might have found a different audience. That people might have been just taking it for what it is and not had any expectation. So I think that would have been really cool, as if it had gotten a new life on the Switch or something. I mean, it still might. I have no idea. Nobody knows anything. So it's, who knows where everything stands with it. They could be doing anything. I don't know. I wish we would have maintained a better relationship with the developer and found out. That would have been kind of cool, instead of just being mean. And then we could have maybe been privy more to the future of it, or had, you know, if we encouraged that, that's maybe where it would have went, instead of not having any sense of where it could go. Oh, okay, this is just lore. Oh well, we'll jump up and get it anyway. Alright, lore. Okay, and then, wow, kind of a cool island. Oh, there's something floating over there. What is that, though? Let's go find out. Oh yeah, there is a thing here. This is the climbing crampons. Oh, nice. Thought there might be something here. It's actually seeing stuff in the evening around dusk. Dusk is a pretty sweet time in this game. Oh, these are baddies. Oh wow, we almost got ourselves completely decimated there. That almost did not work out good. Alright, let's pop over to this thing and see what's happening. Yeah, you know, the more I think about it, actually, I feel like the one thing I would really love to see with this game is to see it get a Switch port and to see it find a new audience. And again, I have no idea if that's viable, if that's a possibility. Oh, okay, this guy seems to be bothered in some way. These are good guys. Okay, so there's something bad happening here? So there's a thing we're going to have to help take care of? It would seem so. Oh, here's the baddies, I see. I figured, you know what, if I got a few of them, that would be good. I think we did okay there. So let's go beat the scrub up. Then we can feel a little bit more powerful. If you guys could come and help, that'd be really cool as well. Okay, problem is I don't think I can regen in time to. It's funny, whenever I go to press the right trigger, I end up hitting my thumb pad or left joystick. The impulse to press the right bumper or left bumper and the other thumb pad is too. Oh, this thing has some strength. Well, not really. I can't see a thing, elephant. So, you know. Yeah, the impulse to then press the thumb pad in is problematic. Okay, we're gonna get. We got a few extra hits there in stealth mode, which is good. I think we're gonna get him here. There we go. Got ourselves a pile of gear. Let's see what we got. It's all rotten wizard armor. Yeah, okay, there was a book here. Let's learn the thing. Cool. Our lore has gone up. Okay. Yeah, my lore went up to 20%. Is there anything in this region? So now we'll use Nightfall to our advantage. Okay, there's some junk here. Yeah, wooden staff. Is that some food? Things I don't really need, but let's go and see the our little wizard buddy here. We'll go and get our congrats. Okay, and go talk to this wizard buddy. Hey, gnome. Not wizard buddy. Gnome buddy. Hey, gnome. Okay. So let's go now and boop, boop, boop. What do we want to do next? I mean, ideally hit that thing next. But I think I would like to go and get some sleep. Which means I guess we'll head over to this village. Oh wait, I can't swim in that region, or boat in that region. Okay, we'll go to here. Okay, we'll do that, and then go over to this village. Wow, I do, okay. I do have my light on. At least it's really close. They need to have some better lighting. The muscly pirates here, not quite cutting it. Okay, so let's zoom in on this and see where exactly our inn is. Our inn is over here. Alright. Oh, what? You can get... Oh my gosh. This is another one of those things where I was surprised the other time we were able to get a thing, like a food type, from a garden. That blew me away. Okay, well, once again, I am blown away because we've never been able to get pumpkin. Wow. That's really cool. So I'm assuming that opens up some new recipes and stuff. Neat. Alright, I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to keep going a little bit more here. I don't think I'm going to finish this region in one go, but I'm kind of seeing like how far can we go here in one spin. Oh, let's talk, and there we go. Okay, and then we're going to come back out and go back over to... I wanted to hit the purple thing up. Okay, so I guess here will be our best bet. And then we'll go over to that grove. That grove is maybe not the best, actually. This blue is better than purple. We would like green. We did the green, right? Oh no, we got this graveyard. Okay, you know what? Let's go back and hit that graveyard. Yeah, we'll give it another shot. I'll be a little bit more sneakier, I think. So I could probably use a life potion at the moment. I could be also rocking more of the potions. That's the thing I could definitely be doing. Is having a power potion and all that. So this was the one with the cauldron, right? Where are they? There they are. Okay. Oh, I forgot that you can run while eating, consuming those things. Okay, do I have any... Let's see here. Ooh. Oh, handmade iron dagger. No big advantage there. Okay, let's do an elixir of power. And that's that. Alright. I'm gonna run away a bit. You know what? Let's see here. Okay, because they're not going to be able to come up here. So let's just throw some things at them. Let's be roguish. Okay, yeah, they're stuck down here, right? And then the elephant will go down and get into this. But okay, that sounded like the elephant maybe didn't get it. But that's not such a huge amount for us to defeat from this point. So definitely, yeah, I've learned over the course of the game, of many playthroughs here, of how much I should face in direct combat, and how much I should just take out by being stealthy. Like, these ones are not that hard, so I don't mind taking them out using stealthy methods and just staying back and using our environment and using, you know, kind of crafty rogue-like attitudes. Which I think sticks within character almost. Whereas, you know, just getting ourselves murdered over and over again is also not the most fun. So yeah, if I can take out the bulk of this group. I love the elephant just getting into it. Take him out. Except it's not working out so well for the elephant. They're punching the bejeebers out of this building though. This building has taken a beating. Oh no, see, it didn't end up getting them. So they're going to start walking away. Okay, then we'll get the next one. Yeah, it's a bummer. The elephant doesn't get quite the chance that they need. Okay, we'll try again here in a sec. These ones aren't so bad. It's when you get to the ones that are like 1,000 hit points, that becomes a bit egregious. Then it's like, oh, okay, this is going to take forever. But yeah, some of these are almost toast. Okay, oh yeah, that did it, not help us. That's fine. Let's head on back. We're nice and close, so hopefully they won't have regen too much. See, I find these ones a little bit weird, the leveling. This is a green level, and yet, you know, you definitely do need to do the white level ones first. Get anything you can, get as much gear as you can, and then come at it. It is very structural, how one should probably best approach this. We're not always approaching things the best way, though, are we? The best way is not always the most fun. Okay, so we can go peg off the ones here that there's one here that was like 100 remaining. What? Okay, I'm going to pick on somebody here. Yeah, they healed up too much. So I think I'd have to do the strategy of just bombing them from the roof and sticking with that because their regen was too good. So this, you know, these are the areas where you're like, okay, this is super unfair. This is brutal for the player ability. But then again, I'm a rogue, so it pushes me into rogue tactics. So instead of playing it, you know, a straight up, hey, I'm a warrior class, let's go and beat up on these baddies, we gotta be sneaky. So I do need them to follow me. Oh, I wasn't close enough. Okay, now hopefully that inspires more than one of them to come at me. Okay, and then we'll come along here. Ah, no, that's not what we wanted. Okay, and then... Hey, buddy. Okay. There we are. So hopefully now we can hit a little bit more. Okay, well, we got the one. These ones here don't seem to be... I don't seem to have the ability to get them. Well, you see, the elephant's making a decent dent on this one. But doing these one at a time I think is too slow. Yeah, 8 is not enough. How are we doing here? Yeah, they do seem to be... Are they drinking a potion? I feel like if I can't do this and get them one at a time, this would just take too long. Okay, so there's one down. So yeah, I think I do need to, like, nick one of them off. Pull them aside. Okay. Then we'll have a life potion as we run away here. Okay. So we need to trick another one away now. This is sort of one by one. Yeah, I thought it was down. It's still at 264. Okay, we had 2 seconds. Okay, and then I'll try to pull these away. Maybe we'll try and get that one. Oh, no. Okay, the elephant is going to pull a couple over for me. But that's too many. It is too many. I need one of them to go away, and then we can go after the other one. Oh, come on. Oh, and okay, so this one is still following me here. Okay, that's all right. Okay. Yeah, we're toast. So I feel like that one's going to be a little bit more difficult. So let's see, what else do we want to do here? I think we're going to have to go back to the village and then find out more. We did the wings one, we've done... Oh, these ancient ruins, maybe they do have more on this. There might have been something there. And the other ones are going to be a bit more brutal. This graveyard, see again, this should have been... or maybe there was nothing here. But it does make me think, oh, there was something here that we just missed. These are buddies, right? Yeah. I'm sure there was something here that... Or did we find a thing here? Already. It's a trader camp. These are good guys? Yeah, these are good guys. Okay. I feel like I talked to them, but one can never be sure. Okay, I think that's... Oh, right, and then we had this, right? I couldn't get past this yet. That's right. The question would be, is there anything else here? Or is it all locked away? So let's take a quick look around this island. So at any rate, I think this whole region gives a kind of encapsulated version of the whole game. And it is interesting that each region seems to do that. Each region kind of... it kind of points out the way the whole game is going to play out. And that is there's a kind of sameness to it. But there's also kind of genius in that game design, because you can kind of go into a region now anticipating how it's going to play out. You have some expectation, and you have I feel like a sense of I don't know, it helps you out. So once you've seen one region, the next region you build on that, and you build on that, and you build on that, and it's samey by necessity. And I find that kind of intriguing. At first I thought that was going to be a limitation of the game, and I actually think that might be one of the game's strengths, is that sameness. But then there's a thing like us finding a pumpkin. Like, pumpkins are a resource in this region. Alright, I don't think I've seen pumpkins as a resource yet. So there's going to always be new things in these regions that we're going to run into. I think that's a really, really cool part of this game, is just how incredibly varied these things are. So, like this death region, we've gone through one of those. The only one I haven't really gone through in any depth is the desert region, wherever that was. That looks kind of neat. Yeah, this. That looked like a cool region. It's interesting, these like a lot of these regions we know of because we've at least found out that, oh hey, there's a thing here, and if I went over there I could get better hang gliding speed, things like that. Like we know of it because we've learned about something in it, or we've gone through it thoroughly. Like this one. Wow, we didn't even finish half the things in this. Look at that, sailing speed, hang gliding speed. Wow, we only did like a few of the buffs in this region, and if I recall, this region was just like really, really difficult. And some of the things you're just like, okay, I've got what I wanted out of it. Yeah, not having done one of these areas. Oh no, we did that one. We haven't done like a true, there we go. We haven't done a true desert region, but I feel like we touched on most of the other regions, so I feel pretty good about that. Once again, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. I hope it's astounding when you look at this. Yeah, you really could play this game essentially forever, and I think you'd always be running into new and novel things. I think very frequently you would. I've been very much surprised at the depth of gameplay, and I've gotten to know so many of these regions, but really not that many at all. Like it's a tiny area, and that really blows me away. So I can imagine you could put in a lot more gameplay and still barely be scratching it. And the variability of all these things is so much. It's astounding. Yeah, anyway, I will probably come back to this game, even in a not recording capacity, just to noodle around, because it's a fun way to just sit down and you spend 20 minutes or half an hour and just work through another area. I don't know, there's something enjoyable about the experience. It's not stressful, it's kind of meditative, even though it is an RPG. It's pretty chill, and that's, to me, one of the positives of it. I hope everybody's anyway enjoyed the series. I've had a blast playing through it and learning more about this game. I think it's made me better at games. I've thought more about games, and will come to every game a little differently from the experience. At any rate, we will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.